Hello, hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Hey, good evening. How are you?
Fine.
Nice, very good. Nice, nice, excellent.
Good evening.
Good evening, welcome, Beatriz. Really nice to have you here. Carlos, Beatriz, Blanquita, todavía anda dando vueltas por ahí. So, nice. Let's wait for the rest. Oh, here she comes. Nice. Okay. So, welcome, Blanquita, as well. Alrighty. So, well, really nice to be here with you guys. I know it's been a rainy day, so I'm glad that you're at home, safe and sound. And well, let's just get started. Let's see. Okay. All right then. So yesterday we were talking a little bit about what was that topic? What was the name of those things that we were reviewing? Do you remember those expressions? What's the name?
When pigs fly.
When pigs fly. Exactly.
Good evening, everybody.
Hello, good evening. Welcome. Really nice to have you here. All right. How do you call those expressions? ¿Cómo le llamamos a esas expresiones? When pigs fly, it beats me.
Idioms.
Idioms, very good, exactly, idioms. So idioms are these expressions that we were saying we cannot translate literally because they sound weird if we translate them into Spanish, but they have a meaning, right? They have a meaning that is not literally what we have in the phrase or in the sentence. So, nice. Before we start reviewing something about these expressions, let's see, take attendance. So let's see. Hey, we're about to finish, huh? Jesus. So let's see. Wait. And this is it. Okay, guys. So, well, ya casi terminamos, right? El módulo. De hecho, ya la otra semana sería ya la última. Si no mal recuerdo, llegamos hasta el miércoles, si no me equivoco. So, súper rápido, o será jueves, porque creo que hay asueto por el 15. Ah, sí. Entonces, creo que jueves que terminamos. Nos corta ahí el asueto del miércoles. Bueno, pero terminaremos el día 16, entonces jueves. Y como que nada. So, I know that we might be tired at some point. Ya a la segunda, tercera semana, sí ya se siente el golpe de estar de 8 días. Al principio bien alegre, ¿verdad? Pero sí, ya se siente el ácido, como dicen. Pero igual, so, it's been really nice. La verdad que no he sentido las semanas. De repente veo el calendario y pues ya estamos a punto de concluirlo. Por ahí tienen el examen final, si no me equivoco. No sé si es martes y 14 o jueves 16 que se va a hacer. No me acuerdo. Vamos a ver la fecha. But anyway, ¿verdad? Traten de llevar igual siempre sus tareas en orden, todo ahí normal. No sé si ya les empezaron a pedir los documentos para el próximo módulo, si ya se comunicaron con ustedes. Yes.
Yes,
No.
Yes, teacher. Yes.
Okay.
Sí,
Yes,
ya.
yes. Okay. Uy.
pues a mí ya no me quiere.
En correo, Carlito.
No
Revisa
le-
el correo.
No le hemos dicho
Gracias,
a
Blanquita.
No, mentira. Creo que sí revise el correo. A veces, y bueno, en otros lugares, a veces el correo no les cae a ustedes, a veces se va a recursos humanos, creo que con la empresa. Sí se les manda una copia, creo, a ustedes, pero pues, por si acaso, ¿verdad? Consulten ahí con el encargado o la encargada. Double check, ¿verdad? No vaya a ser y no alcancen a entregar documentos a tiempo o algo, so revisen, porque sí creo que ya habían mandado algo por ahí. All right. So nice. So let's see. Let's take attendance then. So here we go. As usual, remember, well, you say present and try to turn your camera on while we are taking attendance. So here we go with Ana Beatriz Campos de Guzmán.
Present, teacher.
Thank you very much, Beatriz. Excellent. We continue with Blanca Elizabeth Alvarenga.
Present, teacher.
Thank you very much, Blanquita. We continue with Carlos Antonio Escobar.
Present.
Thank you very much, Charlie. We continue with Carlos Javier Crespin. Carlos Javier, I guess he's not here. So we continue with Cristian Ernesto Lazo. Cristian Ernesto, not here either. So we have Denise Grisel Brizuela.
Present, teacher.
Thank you very much, Grisel. Then we continue with Ember Giovanni Polio Morales. Mr. Ember, not here, I guess. So we continue with Francisca Elizabeth Martinez. I guess she hasn't connected yet. So next person, Jose Eduardo Guzman Alvarez. Jose Eduardo, don't think he's here. We continue with Juan Carlos Rivas Jovel. Juan Carlos, not here. All right. So we continue
Present,
with...
teacher.
Hello.
Present, teacher.
Oh, nice. Carlos Javier Crespin. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Carlos. Very good. Ahorita le ponemos ahí el chequecito. Nice.
Thank you, teacher.
Anytime. Good. So we continue with Karen Vanessa Murataya.
Present.
Thank you very much, Karen. Next person, Luis Alfonso Martinez.
Present, teacher.
Thank you very much, Luis. Next person, María Elena Guadalupe Peñate.
Present.
Thank you very much, María Elena. Next person, Nelson Gabarrete Merino. Nelson Gabarrete, not here, not yet. So next person, Omar Francisco Hernández.
Present.
Thank you very much, Omar. Good. So we continue with Oscar Arnulfo Villatoro Herrera.
I'm here.
All right. Thank you, Oscar. Next person, Jenny Zuleima Santos. Jenny Zuleima, not here, not yet. Okay, then. So there we go. Alrighty then. So as we were saying at the beginning, yesterday we were reviewing something about idioms, right? We said that idioms are all these expressions that we can use in that pretty much they are, or they have a special meaning, right? They are like some sayings in Spanish, right? Sometimes they are similar to certain expressions that we have in Spanish, and sometimes they are completely a different thing. So let's review something about these idioms. So I have here something for you. So let's see. So here we go. Now, I have this video, a video/activity in which we are going to take a challenge. This is the emoji challenge. Do you know emojis? What we use on our cell phones, on WhatsApp, stuff like that. So we're going to see here some idioms, but they are going to be described just with emojis. You will have to try to guess the idiom based on emojis, right? Emojis that you're going to see there on the screen. So I will give you some time for you to think about the idiom, and even if you don't know it, to try to guess maybe how the idiom is expressed, right? Based on these emojis that you're about to see. So let's see if you're up to the task. All right, so here we go. I will play the video and I'll pause it at certain parts so that you can guess the expression. So here we go. Listen. All right, what about this one? What's the name of the idiom?
Raining cats and dogs.
Excellent, there you go. It's raining cats and dogs. Very good. And what does it mean? Nice. What does it mean? It's raining cats and dogs. What's the meaning?
The rain is very hard.
Exactly, there you go. Excellent, that it's raining very hard, right? So in Spanish, we say micos y pericos, right? That's what my grandma used to say. In English, cats and dogs. Very good, nice, good one. So there you go. So there you have it. So it was that one. It's raining cats and dogs. It's raining heavily, really hard. What about this one? Any ideas? Any ideas on what it could be? What do you think?
Board the bridge.
Burn the bridge? That sounds kind of good. Burn the bridge, burn bridges. And what do you think it means to burn bridges? Any idea?
I don't know, chica. I don't read that.
No.
Only for the picture, teacher.
Hasta ahí ya no llegamos, al mini ya no. But the picture, maybe burn bridges, or burn the bridge. Any other idea, or do you think that could be the expression, people? Someone has any different idea? Burn the bridge or burn the bridges. Let's see if maybe Luis was right about this one. Let's see. Oh my God, there you go, nice. So burn bridges, there you go, excellent. So you see, even if we don't know the expression, we can guess with the emojis. So the meaning of this expression is to destroy or to cut off relationships with someone. It's like, I'm not gonna talk to you anymore, bye-bye, right? Sayonara, right? So to forget about that toxic person, right? So that's to burn bridges, to cut off or destroy relationships. Very good. Let's see the next one. What about this one?
Cause the leg, no, era R and bread and R. No, R and leg.
To cost an arm in a leg. Very good. Excellent. You see,
Is
you're
very.
right. 。 Uh-huh. 。  . 。  . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 .
嗯 .
Uh-huh. What does it mean? When something is very
Expensive. It's very expensive.
expensive. Exactly. When something is very expensive, we say that it costs an arm and a leg. There you go. Nice. Very good. So let me just forward this video. Let's see. So there you go. It costs an arm and a leg. Nice. So it costs a lot of money, or when something is very expensive. Great, good job. Let's see, let's check the other one. What about this one? Any ideas? We have a similar expression in Spanish, but it's a different animal. Something, someone. What would be that expression? So we have a cat.
El gato te comió la lengua.
Ah, almost there. Ajá. In Spanish, what do we say? En español es otro animal. No es el gato, son los ratones, creo que es el dicho. So, let's see. But what about in English? How can we say it in English? It's a question.
Eat the tongue.
Did the cat eat your tongue? Would it be, maybe? Let's give it a try. Let's see if it's that one. Let's see. And, very close, close. In English, we don't say exactly eat, right? We say the cat got your tongue. And we usually ask this as a question, like we do in Spanish. Te comieron la lengua los ratones, right? In English, we would say, cat got your tongue, right? Te robó, te agarró la lengua el gato, right? So there you go. But that was very good. You were really close about that one, and you got the idea. So the idea, it's actually the same as in Spanish. If you see a person that is like, you know that this person is really talkative, but you see that this person is kind of quiet. It's like, doesn't want to talk, doesn't want to do something. It's like, hey, what happened? Got your tongue, right? Y cuando alguien está muy callado, ¿qué pasó, bien? ¿Qué pasó, amiguito? So, got your tongue, right? So what happened? So there you go. So next one. What about this one? This is one that is different in Spanish, but we have it in Spanish as well. But the option is different. What do you think it is?
Gritar como loco.
To shut up like the devil, right? No, not that one. What else? Any other
O una
idea?
bendecida le está dando ahí.
Por eso el diablo, porque es bendecida. Could be. But no. We use this one when someone is, we are talking about somebody, and then that person appears and it's like, Jesus, right? So this person is right there.
Digo algo que no debía.
Maybe sometimes it could be. How would we say it? What is the first emoji doing? He is?
He's talk.
Synonym of talk.
Louder.
Speak.
Speak, speak in ing.
Scream.
Always happy.
Speaking.
Speaking, about speaking of whom? Speaking of
Speaking like a demon.
Synonym for demon.
Devil.
The devil, very good, nice. Speaking of the devil, right? Speaking of the devil. Let me show you how it is written. So it is like this. Speak or speaking of the devil. So what does it mean? When you're talking about a person and this person comes. In Spanish, we say, hablando del rey de Roma, right? Y el que se asoma. So, en inglés es un poquito diferente, right? Le cambiamos al rey de Roma por el diablo. So, speaking of the devil, if you are talking about somebody and then the person connects to the class, right? Oops, speaking of the devil, here he is, right? So, it's a very common expression in English. So there you go. Let's see another one. Let's see. What about this one? What do you think it would be? Or that this one could be?
Huele a rata.
Exactly. How do you say it in English? You
It smells
smell
like a rat.
you smell
Mouse.
Mouse.
no, the animal that you were mentioning, the other
Mouse.
one, the first one you said,
Mouse. Rat.
rat. Smell a rat. So what do you think it smells? Smells like a rat, or smells a rat. I smell a rat here. What do you think it means? No ideas.
Cuando habla de los diputados.
Punto. Exactly. No. Sí, pero no. So.
Pero de otro país, teacher, de otro país.
No, pues aquí tenemos gente honrada.
Algo anda mal ahí.
So, it's related to that. Let's see. Kinda. So we have the name of the idiom is smell a rat. And what's the meaning? When we suspect a deception. Deception no es decepción, all right? No es de estar triste porque lo dejaron. No, eso no es deception. Deception in English means engaño, right? Y es sospechar un engaño, no de esos engaños tampoco. Es sospechar un engaño de algo que no es real, ¿no? Una situación que no es real. That it could be that someone is lying maybe at work, that something is suspicious, right? It's fishy, as we would say. So if something suspicious or is fishy, then we say, I smell a rat here. Something's going on. So there you go. Let's see another one. What about this one? Aquí vamos todos nosotros en este idioma. What do you think? The fire, what does that do?
Burn.
Burn. So it burns or burning. Then we
In the
have
hell.
no, take this. No. So it's burning. What time do you think it is there? What time is 12 a.m.? How do we call it?
Midnight.
Midnight. Burning, midnight, and that, what do you think it is? It's very expensive.
Ese barril o
But what's inside? It's very expensive.
petróleo.
English?
Oil.
Oil, very good. Oh my God, there you go. So it's burning the midnight oil. So what do you think it means? Burning the midnight oil. It's all of us. No ideas? This one is kind of difficult. So
When the
first,
people are on fire.
what?
When the people are on fire.
People are on fire.
Only Friday, teacher.
All right. No, it's not exactly when we are on fire. It's actually the opposite. It's when we are not on fire. So
when you work late or late at night.
Yes, very good. When you work or when you study until very late at night, right? That's to burn the midnight oil. So you say, I'm burning the midnight oil tonight. I gotta work or I have to study. I have a test tomorrow. I have an English class from 8 to 10. So we are burning the midnight oil. It's like the last effort we are doing. Lo último de energía que tenemos en el día, we're applying it here in this situation. Usually working or studying, right? Si usted se va de fiesta, no cuenta. Ahí no diga, I'm burning the midnight oil. No, that's a different thing. So this applies just if you are working or studying, doing something that it's actually not that pleasant, right? Or it's that you're not having that much fun, right? As you can see, there you go. To work until late at night. Nice. Let's see another one. What about this one? What do you think? So, that thing. What do you think?
I don't coffee.
I don't like coffee. Coffee, yes. I don't like, no. The first
Ultraman toma café.
Never drink coffee.
Ultraman, le es cierto. Never drink coffee. No, not exactly. What's this? Así,
A cup. A coffee.
a coffee? What? A coffee?
Coffee cup.
A coffee cup. So it's a coffee cup. And it is?
Not my cup of coffee.
Not mine. Al revés. Coffee?
A coffee cup.
Or not my cup of coffee. It could be said as well, actually. So both would be correct. So let's see. That's the name. Okay, there you go. So it's not exactly coffee, but it's a cup of tea. So not my cup of tea, right? Now, aquí es café, pero bueno. The real expression is tea, not my cup of tea. What do you think that it means? When you say, nah, that's not my cup of tea. Any idea?
Don't touch your drink.
Problem is not mine.
No, the problem is not
problem.
mine. There you go. That's more like it. It's like that problem. That's not my problem, actually, right? Could be it's kind of related. Yes. So it actually means this. So not something that you think is for you, right? That it's like you don't like, is that you might not be interested in that. So you say, nah, that's not my cup of tea, right? When someone tells me, hey, let's go running in the morning at 4 a.m. on Saturday. No, man, that's not my cup of tea, right? So no, thank you very much. Not my cup of tea. Not something I'm interested in. Salir a correr a las 4 de la mañana el sábado. No, not my cup of tea, right? So I'm not interested in that. Maybe later during the day, maybe, but so early in the morning, no way, Jose. So there you go. So let's see. I guess we have one more. Easy, literally. What's the
cake?
Piece of cake? So it's literally easy, right? It's a piece of cake. Exactly.
Piece of cake.
Exactly. There you go. And as we were saying yesterday, it means that something is easy, right? That is way too easy. It's easy. There you go. See, there's one more. What about this one? What do you think? It's like doing this. Then we have a circle. What is that circle?
Moon.
Color blue.
Moon. Ah, the color blue. Exactly. So it's the color blue. The hand is doing this, right? It's like if I'm doing this.
El cielo.
No, it's not pointing out. It's about counting. 1, 2, 3.
Is one.
How do you say when you repeat something one time?
Once.
Once. Once. The color?
Blue.
One blue moon.
Once. Once in a blue moon, right? Once in a blue moon. There you go. So let me show you. There you go. So once in a blue moon. What do you think it means?
Andas con tu luna.
No, not exactly. Once in a blue moon. How often do you visit your parents? Once in a blue moon.
Tiempo. De cuando en vez.
There you go. Exactly. Allá las 500, we would say, right? So something that doesn't happen very often. So if it doesn't happen very often, it happens rarely, right? So there you go. All right, so you did actually pretty good, pretty decent. So I hope that you had taken notes of these idioms, right? Because they are very common. So the more idioms you know, the better chances you have to understand whatever people are saying, right? These are very common. I'm going to share this video with you in the WhatsApp group so that you can watch it some other time, or so in case you want to write down the meanings of the idioms, right? I'm going to share it in the group. So let's see. Now that we reviewed something like this, let's see. I have one more activity about idioms, and I guess this will be the last thing we'll study about that. So let's see. We're going to work in, let me see, groups for this one. So we are, let me see. Okay. All right. So here we go. So we're going to work in groups here. So let me just fix this ones. All right. And Mr. Nelson. Okay. So here we go. So we're going to work in groups and we're going to try to find out about the meaning for some expressions that I'm going to show you. So we're going to work in 4 groups. Group number 1, Christian, Grisel, Luis, and Oscar. So you're group number 1. Group number 2, the Carloses, Carlos Antonio, Carlos Javier, and Nelson. All right. In group number 3, Beatriz, Blanquita, and Maria Elena. And let me see. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Then group number 4, I have Juan Carlos, Karen, and Omar. All right. So you are group number 4. So I'm going to share with you in the chat the link for this little practice. There you go. And I'm going to show it to you before you start working. So the practice is very simple. Here you have some expressions about some idioms, some more common idioms. Some of them we have already studied them. So you're going to read them in context and you're going to match them with the corresponding meaning or interpretation in the upper part. And here you're just going to select the number of the picture that you think is the meaning of that idiom or that corresponds to the meaning of that idiom. Simple like that. Once you finish, you're going to send it to me here. Just so you click when it says finish to send my answers, and you type the names of the people that you work with. And here, B5, English, and as usually, my email address, right? rolandstone06@gmail.com. And that's it. So I'm going to give you just like, let's say 10 minutes. This one is not that difficult. So I'm just going to give you 10 minutes for you to complete it. Then we come back to the main session and we check it. All right. So let's see. I have opened now the small rooms so that you can start working on this. So I'll see you here in 10 minutes exactly.
Teacher, no me funciona el link.
Y intente de nuevo.
Ya le di copiar y pegar.
Ajá, y nada.
Y lo he intentado en varias ocasiones.
Quiero ver.
Sorry, teacher,
me sale un
no puedo
503.
enviar la invitación de nuevo.
Ups, wait.
Que estaba viendo el link y me desapareció el pantalla.
Ok, voy. So, Denise, no lo voy a aceptar esta, Denise.
No,
sí.
me dijo el grupo 1. Ok.
Ahí sí,
Thanks, teacher.
nice. Ok, vaya, Carlos.
Voy a ingresar, tal vez uno de mis compañeros puede.
Va, chivo, si no me avisa.
Ok, gracias.
Ok, nice. Hello, hello, Jenny. Hey, Jenny. All right, Jenny, we're just, hello, well, good evening first. So,
Hi, teacher.
hi, hello. We're working in a little exercise. I just sent you an invitation so that you work with Beatriz, Blanquita, and Maria Elena. Maybe they're about to finish, but they have still like 3 minutes, and then we're going to come back to the main session, all right? All right, good. Happy birthday to you. But it's not you.
No. Me, no.
Ah.
Me, no.
Okay. Hey, Ellie, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Well, right now, they are working in a little practice. Let me see. They are.
What number page the book?
It's a link. It's a link that I sent. I'm gonna send it again in the chat so that you can have it. I just sent it again. Maybe it's going to appear there in your chat. So it's about idioms. We were reviewing some idioms as we were doing yesterday, and I assigned this little practice in which they had to complete the sentences, I mean, to match the idioms with the meanings, right? So they are about to finish, maybe. So let me see. I'm going to call them back right now. So let's see. So let's just wait for them, because I just gave them 10 minutes and those 10 minutes are over. So let's see. They're going to be back in no time.
Teacher, me alone.
Huh?
Me alone.
You can send it later. That's fine. Don't worry. Pero me lo manda. No se le va a olvidar.
Pero es que
Or tomorrow. That's fine. As long as you send it. Yeah, I know that maybe today you're not going to be able to do it. But tomorrow is fine. Yeah.
y el enlace va a quedar ahí en el chat.
Y no. Si quieres se lo mando después.
En el WhatsApp.
Yeah, it's going to be easier. Yeah.
Si no, de solo póngame ahí un 8.
4 le ofrezco. No, a ver. La mitad. Es que en Bitcoin lo doy yo.
No, ya va a sacar sus 30 pesos. Ya va a sacar sus 30 pesos.
Ahí los tengo todavía. Al rato. Vamos
Hoy
a ver.
son 3 baldes, no son $30.
3 baldes son.
No llega, no llega. Hay promociones por ahí.
¿Y a dónde los cambian? Los
Ah,
voy a
caray,
vender.
lo que están hablando. Eso me interesa.
¿A dónde es?
¿A dónde los cambian? Los voy a vender.
No, hombre, aprovechalo. All right. So, anyway, No, aquí no daremos notas en Bitcoin, damos notas en números completos. All right. So let's see then. So how was the practice? Easy, difficult, so, more or less,
Confused.
so, piece of cake. All right. Let's see. Let's find out. Let's check these, the meanings of these expressions. So number one is one of the idioms that we studied yesterday. So you hit the sack. What's the meaning of hit the sack?
Got to the bed.
Go to the bed.
Go to bed, exactly, go to bed. So this one would be number one, go to bed or to hit the sack. Let's see, what about time flies, Grisel? What does it mean?
Sorry, teacher. What?
Time
Can you
flies.
repeat, please?
Yes, what's the meaning of the expression? Time flies.
Okay. Time pass quickly.
Time passes quickly, exactly. Time passes quickly.
When
Very
I
good.
play with my friends.
Yes, indeed. When I'm hanging out with my friends, time flies. There you go. What about, let me see, number three, Beatriz. My friend is a bookworm.
Is I do feel very happy.
To feel very happy? No. My friend is a bookworm. Se ve contento, pero
Teacher
anda.
is someone who like the reading.
Someone who likes reading. There you go. So that's a bookworm. A person that loves books, right? And to read, that's what we call a bookworm, right? There you go. What about number four? Maria Elena. Cold feet.
Or is
To get cold feet.
To be afraid.
To be afraid. There you go. So to get cold feet is to be afraid. So you can get cold feet when you're about to go bungee jumping or to do something exciting, right? So you might get cold feet when you're about to get married, so you can get cold feet, right? So it's to be scared. It's something that is, or to feel afraid of something, right? Nice. What about number five? He really put his foot in his mouth. Let me see. Luis. Number five, put his foot in his mouth.
Sorry, say the wrong thing, teacher.
To say the wrong thing, exactly. So to say something that is not so, that maybe was not a good idea, right? To say the wrong thing, that's to put one's foot in the mouth. Exactly. So very good. What about number six? Let's see, Jenny. Pulling my leg. Jenny.
Hi,
Why?
teacher.
Oh, there you go.
I'm sorry, I'm take a dinner.
Oh, you're having dinner right now. Oh, don't worry, don't worry.
Dígame.
That's fine. Who wanted to say it? Yeah. Got a volunteer?
¿Cuál era? La que me consultó.
Oh, it's pulling my leg.
Joking.
What?
Sería, a ver,
Someone said it over there. Por ahí lo dijeron.
did not punish me. No.
No, not exactly.
Joking me with me or
Joking with me, exactly. So,
joking with me.
when someone tells you, I'm just pulling your leg, right? So, solo te molesto, ¿verdad? I'm just pulling your leg. So, that is someone who is just kidding or who is just joking with you. That is to pull someone's leg. What about number 7, Christian? Let me off the hook. Let me off the hook.
Did not push me.
Did not punish me.
Punish me.
Did not punish me. So when you do something wrong and a person didn't punish you for that, then you can say that they let you off the hook. Very good.
Teacher.
Ajá.
¿Es punish así literal o punish?
Punish. Ajá. No punish, sino que
No.
punish. Ajá, arrastrado.
Okay. Thank you.
Ajá.
Okay.
Nice. Good. All right. What about number 8? She was on top of the world, Oscar, when she won the first prize.
I feel too very happy.
To feel very happy. Exactly. There you go. To feel very happy, to be on top of the world. Nice. And the last one, well, it's the only one that is missing, to be under the weather. And we already say that that is when a person feels sick, right? Or not, well in some sense. So there you go. Alrighty, guys. Any questions about these expressions or any vocabulary that you're not so sure here about this practice? Or no? We cool. Preguntas, hay palabras que no estén claras, alguna expresión que tengan dudas todavía, ¿o no?
Teacher, creo que en mi caso es más que todo repasarlo, familiarizarme nada más.
Yes, exactly. With these expressions, with idioms, that's what we have to do, right? First, we got to memorize them. So we memorize the expressions, and then we need to practice like the context in which we use these expressions. Como con todo lo que tiene que ver con vocabulario, no basta con aprenderse el significado. Me aprendo el significado, me aprendo la expresión, pero tengo que acordarme o tengo que aprenderme también el contexto en el que uso esta expresión. Y entenderlo o asimilar la palabra es todo eso, ¿no? Es no solo aprenderme la expresión, sino cuándo la puedo ocupar o cómo la puedo insertar en una oración. So you can take these examples there so that you can check, right? So that you can actually see how these words or these expressions are used. So nice. Okay. So it's 9 p.m. So I'm going to take the attendance for the second time. So let me see. Wait, ya lo exhibí. Let me see. There you go. So I'm going to call your names and then you just say present. So here we go. Number 1, Ana Beatriz Campos.
Present, teacher.
Thank you very much, Beatriz. Then we continue with Blanca Elizabeth Alvarenga.
Present, teacher.
Thank you very much, Blanquita. We continue with Carlos Antonio Escobar.
Present.
Thank you very much, Carlos. We continue with Carlos Javier Crespin. Carlos Javier. Bueno, por ahí lo acabamos de ver. I think he had problems with the
Perdón.
Oh, there you go. Nice, nice.
Present,
Javier.
teacher.
Good, excellent. Thank you. Next person, Christian Ernesto Lazo.
Present, teacher.
Thank you very much, Christian. Next person, Denise Grisel Brizuela.
Present, teacher.
Thank you very much, Grisel. We continue with Ember Giovanni Polillo. Ember not here. All right, so we continue with Francisca Elizabeth Martinez.
Present, teacher.
Thank you very much, Eli. Good. Next person we have Jose Eduardo Guzman Alvarez. Jose Eduardo, not here. So next person, Juan Carlos Rivas, Jovel.
I'm here, teacher.
All right, thank you very much, JC. We continue with Karen Vanessa Morataya.
Present.
All right, thank you very much, Karen. Next person, Luis Antonio Martinez. I'm sorry, Luis Alfonso Martinez. Jesus.
Present, teacher.
All right, thank you, Luis. I'm sorry. Ya es la hora, ya es el cansancio. So next person, María Elena Guadalupe Peñate.
Present.
All right, thank you very much, María Elena. Next, Nelson Gabarrete Merino.
I'm teacher.
All right, thank you very much, Nelson. Good. Next person, Omar Francisco Hernandez.
Present.
Thank you very much, Omar. We continue with Oscar Renulfo Villatoro.
Present.
Thank you very much, Oscar. And last but not least, Jenny Zuleima Santos.
Present, teacher.
All right, thank you very much, Jenny. Excellent. Okay, then. So I guess now we're done with these expressions. As we were saying, it's just a matter of memorizing them. And we can move on to something different here. So here we go. So the next thing we're going to study, this is, or you're going to find it on page 35, right? On page 35, there you're going to see this conversation in which we have, one more time, two people talking about certain something here. So let's see. I'm going to read the conversation first, and then we're going to talk a little bit about these words that are there in bold letter. So let's see. I'll start. It says, Tom, I need your help. Can you pass me that spanner, please? I need to tighten up this screw. Sure, here you go. Thanks a lot. Look, did Kit clean up the room before he left? Yes, he did. I know he did because I asked him to switch off the power. Great. By the way, did you call up the electrician? The engine doesn't stop to turn off. And now we have a problem. Yeah, I think that if you don't oil it regularly, it will seize up eventually. That's correct. So one more time, they're talking a little bit about some problems about another machine or a different machine. But here we have these expressions that are in bold letter. What do they all have in common? ¿Qué tienen en común estas expresiones?
Up and off.
Ajá. Up and off, right? They shared a word, there, up and off. So, if you notice, these expressions are made up of two parts. One that is different, which is like the verb that we're using, and the second part, which in this case are the expressions up and off. Now, how do we call this? Like these structures, whenever we have a verb and usually a preposition, how do we call that? Have you ever seen this? Have you ever seen this before? ¿Cómo llamamos esas expresiones? Any idea?
Idioms again. Oh.
No, not exactly. They are similar to idioms, but no, they have a different name. No ideas? This is what we will call a phrasal verb. Phrasal verbs are very similar to idioms in terms that they are parts of the language that we sometimes don't use in the same way in Spanish. So that's why they are a little bit confusing. Take, for example, these expressions, the word get up, right? Get up. We can say get up. We can say get down, right? Get down. We can say get in. Yes, hey, get in. Come on, get in. It's raining, right? So, depending on the preposition that I'm using, I'm changing the meaning of the phrasal verb. So I'm using the same verb, but since I'm using a different preposition, the meaning of this is changing. So this is the thing with phrasal verbs, that depending on what we are, or on the preposition that we use to complement the verb, we might change the idea completely, right? So we can also have get off, for example, get up, get down, get in, get off, etc., etc. The meanings of these four expressions, they're different. But here in the conversation we have some other, well, expressions or phrasal verbs here. Tighten up, apretar, right? Especially because we're talking about a screw, tornillo. So they are talking about tighten up a screw there. Then we have clean up. Clean up pretty much is the same meaning as to clean something, but we add this to make the, well, we add the preposition up just to create a phrasal verb that pretty much means the same. Creo que esta es una de las cosas por las que los phrasal verbs nos confunden, porque nosotros tal vez no ocuparíamos ese up. Nosotros solo diríamos, hey, did Kid clean the room before he left? Just like that, right? ¿Por qué le voy a agregar el up? Y prácticamente acá es donde muchas veces, y nosotros como hablantes no nativos, no ocupamos tal vez una expresión que sería más natural para un nativo, right? Un native speaker, y la recortamos o la adecuamos más a lo de nosotros, que no es que no nos van a entender, pero ellos bien podrían ocupar este phrasal verb, que es clean up, que al final significa limpiar. Yes, it's the same. But that's probably a way in which they are more familiar with the expression. Sometimes, right? Then we have switch off. Switch off, to turn off, right? Turn off the power, switch off. Then we have call up. Did you call up the electrician? To call, right? It's a synonym to say to call. Then we have turn off. We are all familiar with that one. Apagar, right? And seize up. Seize up, atascarse, right? It will seize up eventually. So it will get stuck, right? So there you go. Before we continue with this, let's see, let's review this conversation. So let me see. Let's practice in pairs. So let's see. Javier, you're going to be Dave. And let's see. Who's there? And Juan Carlos, you're going to be Tom.
Okay, teacher.
All right, let's see.
Tom, I need your help. Can you pass me that spanner, please? I need to tighten up this screw.
Sure, here you go.
Thanks a lot. Look, the kid cleaned up the room before he left.
Yes, he did. I know he did because I asked him to switch off the power.
Great. By the way, did you call up? By the way, sorry.
Nice.
Did you call up the electrician? The electrician.
Nice.
The engine doesn't stop to turn off, and now we have a problem.
Yeah, I think that if you don't oil it regularly, it will size up eventually.
Seize up eventually.
That's correct.
That's correct.
That's correct.
Very good.
Size up or seize up, teacher?
I would say seize up, right? Seize up. Size, it's a talla, right? Or tamaño, right? So that's S-I-Z-E. Pero acá tenemos la E antes de la I. So that's why the pronunciation is different. Seize, right? Seize up.
What does mean seize up?
Seize up, atascarse, right? Quedarse trabado. So it says, that's why it says, if you don't oil it regularly, it will seize up eventually. Se va a atascar, si no se aceita regularmente.
Okay.
Nice, very good. So let me see.
Teacher,
Teacher,
you say the read again the conversation.
Did I say that?
Te dijo que iba a leer otra vez la conversación y no la leyó.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
Only one time.
Okay, I can read it again, no problem.
Yes.
So, let's see.
Again, please.
Here we go then. So it says, Tom, I need your help. Can you pass me that spanner, please? I need to tighten up this screw. Sure, here you go. Thanks a lot. Look, did Kid clean up the room before he left? Yes, he did. I know he did because I asked him to switch off the power. Great. By the way, did you call up the electrician? The engine doesn't stop to turn off, and now we have a problem. Yeah, I think that if you don't oil it regularly, it will seize up eventually. That's correct. There you go.
Thank you, teacher.
Yes, anytime. So let's see. Maria Elena, you're going to be Dave and Tom. Let me see. Alguien que se esté escondiendo. Let's see. Blanquita. Nah, just kidding, Blanquita.
Yo no me estoy escondiendo.
Just pulling your
Estoy
leg.
durmiendo. Me estoy
A la
durmiendo.
buena. Pues Blanquita, anyway.
Okay. So there.
And Marianela, your day. Let's see.
So, I need your help. Can you pass me that spanner, please? I need to
Tighten up.
So, here you go.
Thanks a lot. Look, big kid, clean up the room before he left.
Yes, he did. I know he did because after he did switch off the power.
The power.
Wait, by the way, did you call up the electrician, the engineer, and stuff turn up, and now we have a problem?
Yeah, I think that's if you don't oil it regularly.
Oil it?
It's with side.
Sis up.
Sit up eventually.
That's correct.
All right, very good. Nice. That was good. So thank you very much. Good. So let me see one more. So I have Oscar. You're gonna be Dave, and let me see, Elizabeth. You're going to be Tom.
Okay. Tom, I need your help. Can you pass me that spanner, please? I need to tighten up.
Tighten up.
Tighten up screw.
Sure, here you go.
Thanks a lot. Look, I did clean up the room before he left.
Yes, he did. I know he did because I asked him to switch the power.
Switch off the power.
Switch off the power.
Great. By the way, did you call up the electrician? The engine does not to turn off, and now we had a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that if you don't live regularly, it will tie up eventually.
Stop eventually.
That's correct.
That's correct. All right, there you go. Nice. There is something here, for example, with these words, like, where is it? Power, right? We tend to say power, power, right? It's like a R sound, power. And also remember, if it's exclamation mark, it's like, sure, here you go. Sure, here you go. And if it's a question, intonation of a question, right? Can you pass me that spanner, please? Can you pass me that spanner, please? So it's a question, so it's got to go with rhythm. This is something that for us, maybe in Spanish, sounds an exaggeration. Y muchas veces para nosotros, esto es una exageración, lo de subir y bajar con ese ritmo que tienen ellos. Para nosotros nos suena un poquito exagerado porque el español a veces es como muy planito y decimos, ¿qué onda, bro? Bien, right? So it's like, in English, it's like, hey, what's up? What's up? So it's like, quickly, but there is a change. Hey, what's up? Nah, man, all good, right? All good. So there is music, there is musicality in English. That's something that in Spanish we sometimes don't have, or we skip, or we miss. But in English, we gotta try to, right? So there you go. And there was something else that I wanted to tell you, but I guess I lost it. No,
Teacher,
I lost it.
how do you pronounce things?
Which one?
Think, yeah, I think that is you don't.
Think.
Think.
I think. I think. I think. Nice.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, good. Alrighty then. So there you go. Before we continue talking or let's say reviewing some more of these expressions, I have a little video which is going to give you more information about phrasal verbs. So let me share my screen here. And here we go. All right, so let's take a look at this video in which we're going to see, or we're going to get familiar with some phrasal verbs that are very common in our everyday life. So let's pay attention to them, and you try to take notes of some of the phrasal verbs you're going to hear. So here we go. Listen.
Hi, Irene.
Hi, Ariel.
You seem a little under the weather. What's wrong?
My car broke down again, and I ended up coming by bus. I had just picked it up from the mechanic a few days ago, but the repair didn't hold up. Can you believe it? The car engine gave out again. I can't rely on my car any longer to get me where I need to go. It just wears me out.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
I really need to buy a new car. I started putting aside money every week. I earn money freelancing online in my free time.
Wow, that sounds great.
But I can't keep up with my studies this way, and I always fall behind. I have to catch up on my classes all the time. As soon as I buy the car, I'll give up the job and focus on my studies. Hey, Lisa and I are going to a concert next weekend, and I have an extra ticket. Would you like to come along?
I'm afraid I can't. I'm flying out to Canada next weekend for a cousin's wedding.
Really? You're not afraid of flying anymore?
Of course I am. I'm freaking out just thinking about flying. But I'm trying to get over my fear. I'm not going to run away from it any longer. I've decided to step out of my comfort zone. Fear is not going to hold me back from now on, not anymore. I just don't want to miss out on the chance to do so many wonderful things just because of my fears. I'm now ready to take on a new challenge.
That's a great idea. Yes, go for it. Open yourself up to new experiences. You're going with Brian, right?
I'm going with my sister. Brian and I split up a while ago. I'm the one who decided to break things off with him.
I really didn't know that. But you had been going out with him for so long. Isn't there any chance for you to get back together?
No, it's over between us. He let me down. I used to think he was my soulmate. We couldn't keep away from each other. But our relationship started to fall apart gradually. He turned out to be very selfish and rude. He began to think that the world was revolving around him. He was obsessed to stand out wherever he went. I am exactly the opposite. I prefer to blend into the crowd. He was showing off most of the time, trying to make a really big impression on everyone. He began to look down on people and laugh at them easily. Not even I could ever measure up to his expectations. That's how he made me feel. We started to get into fights pretty often. We were fighting over small things. He was getting down on me more and more for the way I dress or talk. Usually I was the one to give in. I couldn't put up with his behavior anymore. I felt so unhappy. Most days, I would just put on a happy face, pretending everything was fine. We didn't seem to have as much in common anymore, and we began to grow apart slowly. What originally brought us together was our love for music. He was playing the guitar in a band. He used to be so charming, and he could win everyone over. So it was easy for me to fall for him. When he first asked me out for a date, I was on cloud 9. But he became very successful, and that brought about this change. So our love story started out great, but ended up horrible. I couldn't just sit around and wait for him to come to his senses. I couldn't wait around forever. Enough is enough, and I'm not going to stand for it. So it's all over. Now I'm picking myself up and I'm moving on.
You did the right thing. It isn't fair to yourself to stick around in a relationship that makes you unhappy. You should never let anyone put you down and disrespect you. This goes against everything I've been brought up to believe in. Brian should grow up and learn to respect people. Nothing can knock you down. You are a strong girl. An exciting future lies ahead of you.
You're such a wonderful friend. Thanks for boosting me up. It's great to know that I can always rely on you.
I'm glad you opened up to me about your problems. Anyway, you've blown me away with this news. I thought you were the perfect couple.
Well, things aren't always what they seem. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
All right, se me olvidó decirles, acompáñenme a ver esta triste historia. But anyway, really sad, huh? Heartbreaking thing. So anyway, it happens though. It really happens. So let's see then, what are some of the phrasal verbs that you were able to get from these conversations that we're having? Let's see, let's write them down. So what are some of these phrasal verbs that you got? Some of them, someone.
Hold up.
Hold up.
I'm sorry, again? Can you repeat that?
Hold up.
Hold.
Hold up.
Like this, hold up.
Rely on.
Rely on.
Rely on. Putting aside. Aside, no sé cómo se pronuncia.
Put it aside, there you go. Put it aside. What else?
Broke down.
Broke down, to break down or to broke down. What else?
Ended up.
Ended up. Good. Ended up.
Pick it up.
Pick it up.
Gave up.
Give up. Good. Oops, wait. We're going to use it here in present. Give up.
Eso no estoy segura. We're out.
We're out. Like this. We're out.
We're.
Nice.
Well,
Good enough. Good enough.
well,
Grew up. Like this. What else?
turn up.
Turn up. Like this. Or turn on.
It's out. Out, teacher.
Turn out. Turn out. Oh, there you go. All right. There you go. So here we have a really nice list of phrasal verbs. All the phrasal verbs that they were mentioned in the conversation was pretty natural, right? It was just two friends talking about love or something that looked like love, but maybe it wasn't. And all these expressions, they were included in the conversation very naturally, right? So it was not forced. They were just used just like that, right? Now, the thing with phrasal verbs, los phrasal verbs, por ser verbos, right? Verbos usualmente seguidos de una preposición, podemos conjugarlos. O sea que los puedo ocupar en simple present, los puedo ocupar en simple past, in future, etc., etc. So I can use them as if they were regular, maybe I'm not going to use a word because I'm going to confuse you, but as if they were normal verbs. Yes. So we can play with them in the same way. And the meaning is not going to change because of that. So, but I can change the tense. Puedo cambiar el tiempo de estos verbos, o sea, los puedo conjugar, pero el significado de la expresión no va a cambiar. Por ejemplo, si yo digo, they break down, right? So they got separated. So to break down, simple present, but here we were using it in simple past. Broke, they broke down. Ellos terminaron o rompieron, right? They broke down. So, it can change the tense, but not the meaning. So that's something that you gotta keep in mind. So there you go. Now, I will share this video with you as well. Le voy a pasar este video también en el grupo de WhatsApp para que los tengan si no los alcanzaron a copiar. Y por ahí les pueden ir poniendo pausa, va saliendo el phrasal verb y les va saliendo como una pequeña definición de lo que significa, right? So that might come in handy. Todos los que salieron acá y son phrasal verbs que ocupamos comúnmente, ¿no? So that you can review it later on. Now, speaking of these phrasal verbs here, let's see.
Teacher.
Tell me.
¿Cómo se traducen? Porque veo muchos que llevan around al final.
Around.
Around. ¿Cómo se traduce? Porque sit around, wait around, stick around.
Depende del phrasal verb. So, la cuestión acá, Jenny, es como, ¿cómo decirlo? Depende del verbo, o sea, de la base del verbo, que sería como la raíz del phrasal verb. Así puede cambiar el significado independientemente de que yo tenga, por ejemplo, la misma preposición para ese phrasal verb. Por ejemplo, si yo tengo turn around, stick around. Turn around es como darse vuelta, right? Turn around. Pero stick around es como de quédate por aquí, vea. So you stick around, don't go that far, stick around. O sea, te quedas por aquí, cerca. Le digo a alguien con eso. So, nada que ver, digamos, los significados, a pesar de que sí comparten la misma preposición. So, esto es como, por eso quizás les decía, es muy parecido a los idioms, porque hay que aprenderse el significado de cada uno, ¿no? No hay como una, sí hay como, nos da como una idea. Por ejemplo, los que terminan en off, y switch off y turn off. So, da la impresión de que es apagar algo, ¿no?
Encender. Ajá.
Ah, exacto, hay como que sí, hay como un patrón que sí se repite tal vez la idea, pero no siempre es así, como en el caso este de los around, ¿verdad? Que pueden ser diferentes. Ya,
Sí.
nice. Pero sí, y nos los tenemos que aprender, y creo que entre los phrasal verbs, los idioms y el slang, que el slang es como el inglés informal, no callejero, no diría callejero en sí, pero sí informal.
Como así como casual, teacher.
Ajá, digámoslo así, casual. La mejor palabra, que es el que usamos entre amigos, entre cheros.
Ya en confianza.
Ya en confianza, exacto. O sea, cuando yo hablo inglés con ustedes es como de, I'm the teacher. Pero when I'm with my friends, it's like, when we hang out, we maybe use different words. Es que diga mal que a veces, ¿no? Pero es un inglés informal. Y we use expressions that maybe, I don't know, they are not like that formal, or they are not part of the standard English sometimes, if we might say so. So it's a different thing. So between those two things, entre esas tres cosas, idioms, phrasal verbs y slang, creo que radica el que a veces no entendamos qué es lo que están diciendo en una serie, en una película, o incluso personas en la calle, no es. O sea, alguno ha tenido la oportunidad de ir a Estados Unidos y de pronto estar escuchando una conversación por ahí en la calle, y no tener idea como de qué hablan estas personas, ¿no? Es por el uso de estas tres cosas. ¿Por qué? Porque las usan todo de una sola vez.
Todo alternado.
Todo alternado. Ajá, entonces, imagínense estar en lo que no he terminado de descifrar el idioma y ya me está tirando tres phrasal verbs, es como de, híjole. O sea, si uno como que si uno no sabe, se queda ahí como tratando de discernir la primera idea y nada, no pasamos de ahí, ahí nos
Explota
fuimos
la
quedando.
cabeza, teacher, explota la cabeza.
Cabal, o sea, hacemos cortocircuito ahí en la primera frase y ahí nos quedamos, ¿no? Ya lo que me dijo después, las otras 8 oraciones que me dijo después, a saber, ¿verdad? So, eso creo que también nos pasa cuando vemos la tele, no nos vayamos tan lejos. ¿Cómo se llama? Cuando vemos un sitcom, no sé si ustedes conocen la palabra sitcom. So I'm going to write it here. Sitcom. ¿Qué es un sitcom? No DICOM, ¿verdad? ¿Qué es sitcom? DICOM es otra cosa. What do you think is a sitcom? No ideas?
A kind of movie, maybe?
Kind of movie, close, not exactly a movie, something we watch.
La forma de sentarse.
Forma de sentarse, no, no, something different. This is something that we...
Friends, ¿cuál otra?
Ajá.
Rap and Bel-Air.
Yes, there you go, exactly. Bingo, Maria Elena. So for example, sitcoms are Friends, The Big Bang Theory.
Series.
Ajá. TV series that actually they present this format. No son series, cualquier serie, sino que este sitcom es una abreviación de situation or situational comedy. Son series de comedia que siguen como este formato, ¿no? Como lo que empezó Friends en su tiempo. Seinfeld, por ejemplo. Si se acuerdan de Seinfeld, que es mi sitcom favorito de toda la vida, es una serie viejísima. Seinfeld. En estas series, si ustedes ven Friends, que creo que es el más común, si ustedes lo vieron alguna vez, ellos están hablando.
Yo estoy bicho, teacher, no lo vi.
Yes. Hey, todavía lo dan. No, ya no. Yeah. So, anyway. The Big Bang Theory, The Big Bang Theory, más contemporáneo. So, en los sitcoms está esta comedia y se usa este vocabulario normal, ¿verdad? Si usted quiere darse una idea de cómo hablan, de cómo hablar, o sea, de imitar a alguien, búsquelo en un sitcom. Ahí se habla tal cual el inglés, right? Se ocupan phrasal verbs, se ocupan idioms, de todo, ¿no? Entonces, eso es lo que lo hace de pronto un poco difícil leer o entender sin subtítulos.
Y, teacher, digamos con otros programas, otras series que no son tan así como género de comedia, sino, no sé, acción, drama.
You could, se puede, ¿verdad? Se puede, si por ahí no le gusta tal vez los sitcoms, me voy por Grey's Anatomy, ¿verdad? Que es algo diferente. De pronto a mí me fascinan los Peaky Blinders, right? En una serie de Netflix, que si ustedes quieren escuchar cómo sonaba el inglés de cierta región de Inglaterra y allá antes de la Segunda Guerra Mundial, o sea, uno se da gusto escuchando esos acentos diferentes, esas maneras de hablar diferentes, que aunque ya no se usan, algunas palabras o algunas expresiones se mantiene en términos de acento, más o menos, o de ahí derivan otros acentos. En Birmingham, por ejemplo, en Inglaterra, se hablaba súper chido, bueno, recomendadísima si no la han visto, Peaky Blinders on Netflix. Ustedes eligen el género, ¿no? Y si por ahí les llama más la atención, estos sitcoms lo recomiendo porque es como el inglés gringo, ¿no? El inglés norteamericano. El inglés norteamericano tiene más idioms que el inglés británico. En Inglaterra se ocupan los idioms, pero es poco. Y a veces son bien diferentes de los que se ocupan en Norteamérica. So, careful, ¿verdad? Maybe it's going to be different si ustedes ven Doctor Who, ¿verdad? Es una serie británica, ve bien diferente al inglés que usted va a encontrar no me puedo series gringas nuevas, me quedé con solo estas, con las clásicas, pero anyway, bien diferente a lo que usted va a ver en Big Bang Theory, por ejemplo, súper diferente. Incluso las series de comedia entre ellos son diferentes, etcétera, etcétera. Como les decía ayer, nos tiene un poquito más de cuenta aprender el gringo, ¿no? El norteamericano, so we should stick to it. El británico es un plus, ¿no? Si ustedes quieren conocerlo, estudiar, tratar de distinguir un poco los acentos británicos, that's an extra, right? But you should start with American English, right? It's always the best way to do it. All right. Now that we mentioned...
Pero solo son palabritas las que cambian.
Vea Peaky Blinders.
No, the pronunciation is different.
It's
Pero
completely
en
different.
palabritas nada más
Es como que usted me diga, es igual al
Por
español.
ejemplo, in the night. In the night. Nosotros decimos at night. I'm right. Ellos dicen en deny. Cositas así,
No,
bien pequeñas.
not really. De hecho, no, la expresión es la misma, es at night. No le ponemos otra preposición. Y
Yo conocí una persona de Inglaterra que no decía night. Y es
depende.
nacido allá, nacido, o sea.
I know,
Y es sangre británica, no es, digamos, hijo de latino.
bah,
Y night decía. Y
hasta lo
night.
pidió para verle la sangre, pero bueno. Anyway, so.
No, es que se nota, teacher, eso.
Depende del contexto, Eli. Puedo decir at night para referirme al tiempo de la noche. Podría decir en the night en un contexto diferente, incluso en el inglés americano. Pero no es exactamente, no sé en qué contexto ustedes lo hablaron en ese inglés. Y, but anyway. Anyway. So, es como que usted me diga que el español de acá El Salvador es igual al español de México, al español de Argentina, al español de Chile, y es español, pero it's something else, right? Sí cambian palabras, incluso expresiones, ¿no? Lo mismo, bueno, con el español de España, ni hablar, right? Y in English is the same. Una vez, bueno, no sé si les comenté, cometí el error de juzgar a una persona porque creí que era de Inglaterra y la persona era de Australia, right? Y se molestó, de hecho se ofendió porque yo creí que era británico. Con el tiempo, y ahí empezaba yo mis clases, y de abusivo me lancé a hablar con esta persona, pero con el tiempo me di cuenta, y sí hay diferencia incluso entre el inglés australiano, Aussie English, British English, American English. It's different, and it's a way, two different stories. Oh, Canada. Canadá incluso le mete francés a su inglés. So it's a different thing. But anyway, right? So that's a whole different story. Es lo que les digo, si ustedes quieren aprender esas variaciones dialectales, y es siempre bueno, ¿no? It's always good because one never knows. Uno nunca sabe la persona que se va a encontrar. De hecho, trabajé como 3 años igual, hablando con gente de Inglaterra, de Estados Unidos, de Australia, y hasta de lugares donde no era el nativo el inglés, pero me tenían que hablar en inglés. Personas de China que trataban de hablar inglés, y eso es otra historia, ¿no? La gente que aprende inglés, pero que conserva un acento. So, that's another story for a different day. But anyway, so, coming back to this, with these expressions that we just learned, in the test, you're going to find probably more these ones that are in the book, but I always encourage you to go beyond and try to memorize more, right? Like the ones that we watched in the video. But here, we have a little exercise related to the ones that we checked in the conversation. So here we have something about phrasal verbs. It says how to use 2-word phrasal verbs. Some verbs are 2-part verbs. They consist on a verb and a particle or small word like a preposition. This is what I was trying to explain to you at the beginning. The particle often gives a new meaning to the verb. For example, take plus after. He takes after his father. That means that this person looks like his father or resembles physically to his father. No tiene nada que ver el take after, si lo traducimos literal, con que esta persona se parece, right? Se parece físicamente a su papá en este caso. O sea, el phrasal verb no nos da muchas pistas si lo vemos fuera de contexto. Now, here we could infer maybe the meaning, but this is like what it actually means, right? Take after. Then we have another example, call off. Mary called off the meeting. So meaning, cancel. So if we see just the word, just the expression call off, maybe what comes to our mind first is to call. But this time, call off means to cancel, right? Something. To call off a meeting, to call off a class, etc., etc. And then we have a little exercise here in which we have to match each verb with its preposition and complete the sentence that belongs to each of them right below. So we are already familiar with this one. So I guess that you can check the conversation if you want to match them. But I'm going to give you just like 5 minutes for you to use the corresponding phrasal verb in the sentences here. You have only 5 because one was already done as an example. Tighten up, right? So this one, you can discard it. It's already used. So you continue with the other 5. I'm going to give you 5 minutes so that you can complete it, and then we check the answers together, all right? So there you go. 5 minutes, and then we check. Por cierto, before I forget, ¿quién de las personas que se ha ido saltando y pudiera pasar hoy, de las personas que no se han quedado los 10 minutos? Carlos Javier no se ha quedado, ¿no?
No, teacher, la verdad es que con la cabalito cuando me tocó estuve ahí.
Ah, so you were part of, so you got your feedback.
Sí, la tercera clase, cabalito, me tocó a mí.
Ah, pues no, estamos bien, estamos bien. ¿Quién fue entonces quien no pudo estar? ¿Cristian? Creo que fue Cristian entonces.
No, teacher, no.
Ajá.
Me teacher.
Oh, Luis.
Mr. Luis.
Ajá.
But today I can't.
You can't do it today?
Tomorrow, teacher.
All right.
I'm sick, okay?
Oh, that's fine. Don't worry, that's fine.
Thank you, teacher.
Nice. ¿Quién de los que no se ha quedado podría? Si no, that's fine. All right, cool. So, Luis then tomorrow, okay? So, that's fine.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Play to select a teacher. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. You have an important event.
No. A las 5.
Ah, it's at 5. Okay.
Yes,
that's
teacher,
cool.
no.
Nice. Solo era comercial.
I'll be there in the class, okay?
Perfect. Nice, Luis. Good.
Si no pase a los que ya pasaron, teacher.
De hecho, sí. Si alguien quisiera repetir, that's fine, right? So no problem. Les puedo dar, de hecho, ahora sí ya su su feedback, so that's fine. So that will be nice. Okay, before we finish with this, let's check the answers for the exercise. So what do you have in number 2? This workshop is very dirty. What do you have?
Clean up display.
Exactly. Let's clean up displays. Very good. Number 3, remember to
Switch off.
Switch off. Excellent. Remember to switch off the power before you remove the machine. Or in this case, no, switch off is okay. What about number 4? I hope the computer won't
Turn off again.
Turn off again, right? Won't turn off again. Nice. Number 5, if you don't lubricate these types of machines regularly, they will
Side of face up.
seize up. Very good. So exactly. So they will get stuck, in other words. And the last one, the printer just stopped working. We need to
Call up.
call up a technician. Call up a technician. There you go. All right, guys. So I'm going to take attendance for the last time. So let's see. Just give me a second. All right. So as usually, just once you hear your name, just say present. And if you can, try to turn on your cameras. So here we go. Ana Beatriz Campos de Guzmán.
Present, teacher.
All right, thank you very much. Beatriz, next, Blanca Elizabeth Alvarenga.
Present, teacher.
Thank you very much. Carlos Antonio Escobar.
Present.
Thank you, Carlos. Next, Carlos Javier Crespin.
Present, teacher.
Thank you very much, Javier. Then we go with Christian Ernesto Lasso.
Present, teacher.
Thank you very much, Christian. We have Denise Grisel Brizuela.
Present, teacher.
All right, thank you, Grisel. Next person, Ember Giovanni Polillo Morales. Not here. So Francisca Elizabeth Martinez.
Present, teacher.
Thank you. We continue with Jose Eduardo Guzmán Álvarez.
Present, teacher. Teacher, is tomorrow, mañana me puedo quedar yo. Quería decir en inglés, pero ya no pude.
I can stay tomorrow. I
Okay,
can
teacher.
stay for minutes tomorrow. Okay, that's fine. Well,
Thank
no
you,
sé ahí, ya tenía Luis, pero si no, vemos. Mañana si Luis por alguna razón no puede, entonces iría usted, José Eduardo.
Ah, okay.
Nice, but don't worry, that's fine. So let's see. Next person, Juan Carlos Rivas.
Present.
Thank you very much, Juan Carlos. Next, Karen Vanessa Morataya.
Present.
Thank you very much, Karen. Next person, Luis Alfonso Martinez.
Present, teacher.
Thank you very much, Luis. Next, María Elena Guadalupe Peñate.
Present.
Thank you very much, María Elena. Next, we have Nelson Gabarrete Merino.
I'm here, teacher.
All right, thank you very much, Nelson. Next, Omar Francisco Hernández. Omar Francisco. Not there. So we continue with Oscar Arnulfo Villatoro.
Present.
Thank you very much, Oscar. And last but not least, Jenny Zuleima Santos.
Present, teacher.
All right, thank you very much, Jenny. Okay, guys. So, well, thank you very much for actually taking joining this class today. Remember, we're going to keep doing this tomorrow. So don't think that we're just going to leave it like that. And I'm going to try to send some information to you through WhatsApp about this topic. So,
Teacher, tenemos una inquietud con Blanqui. Fíjese que en la tarea 14 de la plataforma, el número 2 no nos agarra la información.
Veamos. Tarea 14. Wait.
Pregunta 2.
Teacher, mañana es el último día para hacer la tarea o ahora.
Yes, mañana, si no estoy mal es mañana, yes.
Ahorita ya estoy dormida.
That's fine. So let me see. Let me just check here. Tarea 14, número 2, ¿verdad?
Sí, la tarea 14.
Okay, let me just check. Tarea 14 here. I guess it's this one. Okay, let me check. 14 here.
Todas las opciones que le den, da mal.
No las agarra. Ok.
Sí, cabrón.
Tarea 14, número 2. ¿Ya las probaron todas y nada?
Sí, ya se probaron.
Ok, bueno, en esta no es de complementar. Aquí dice aquí y a ley tiene que estar mal entonces el ejercicio.
Right now es la respuesta y no da.
Ajá. Ok. So, never mind then. Entonces este sí lo voy a reportar porque, bueno, si no le agarra ninguna de las posibles opciones, a ley está mal el ejercicio. Right? So, tarea 14, ejercicio 2. Va, chévere. All right. ¿Las demás, algún problema que hayan tenido? ¿No?
No.
Okay.
No solamente es.
Perfect. Okay then. So, tranquilos entonces. Ese yo lo reporto y yo les corrijo su nota ya en la nota que paso yo. Ok. Así que no se preocupen por eso. Nice.
Ok, gracias.
Okay. Thank you very much then. Have a nice evening and I'll see you guys.
Good evening, good night.
Good night, teacher.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Good
Good night. Bye.
Bye, good night.
Night.
Bye-bye.